much of the other stuff was, but there was the innocence that I enjoyed much about that. There was that innocence. Do they have a mask that'll fit them? That's true. There's armor out there. Mm-hmm. Oh. Who knows? Sure. Okay, you and I share a similar fandom known as Star Trek. Star Trek Season 2, or Star Trek Enterprise Season 2, I believe Episode 6, The Marauders. If you watch this episode, Episode 4 of The Mandalorian, and you've seen this Star Trek Enterprise episode before, there's so many similarities between the two. That's the only thing that kept running through my head, especially when they were trying to train the settlers to... Yes. I prepared myself for your comeback. That's No. I listen. I didn't mention if the episode was good or bad. I just said it reminded me of it. Yes, that one was total garbage. Yes, but all the same, I mean, I did wait. I was looking for the Vulcan tuck and roll. You didn't get it, but I was looking for the Vulcan tuck and roll. Gina Carano as Star Wars Xena the Warrior Princess was absolutely fantastic as a deputized sheriff of a wayward town. I absolutely love this episode. This is one of my favorites of the 4 so far. They're not. Right. They've left it alone so much that they're focusing on just the Mandalorian now. If you look at it, they're focusing just on him and leaving Baby Yoda in the background. But I have a feeling there's a reason behind that, and we'll find that out in the last 2 episodes, maybe, of the season. We'll probably get a solution to what's going on. Right. I can't. I don't like suspense. I hate it. It's just. Well, it sounds like you are too. It's like you want an answer now. You don't want to wait. But that's like every episode of every show. No, but I mean now. But not even that. It's But what I'm saying is, with the advent of no, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I respect it. But the water cooler talk, like, we all have friends that watch the show. So it's, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And then he's sitting there like, yeah, you take all the information in. But I'm done with the talking. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the point of the matter and go. No, I didn't. No, I just, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not a suspense guy. I'm not. Give me the reason. Let me know why, and then build off of that. That's what I'm saying. I know, and it's killing me. It's not killing me. It's. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, summer 2020. We'll finally get an answer. We'll finally get an answer. We'll get the Baby Yoda merch before we get the answer to what the hell's. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I seen that. That was just posted. Yeah. That's just. Yeah. I was reading that. I was like, oh my god. I told you $40 to $50. But if he's so important and so loved, this is something that you don't take out of a box. This is something you put up on a shelf. You don't. No. No. Yeah. Yeah. The next season, they're gonna cross out the Mandalorian in chalk, and they're gonna put Baby Yoda. That's it. Star Wars Baby Yoda. A friend of mine that listens to this show is like, I just want them to stop calling him Baby Yoda. I just want to know the name, and I toss the name around. I don't even think they. Right? Yeah. It's not. I agree with that totally. Um, a lot of people are like, well, what do you figure he is? Is it a clone? Is it this? I said, I mentioned that we talked about it. I said, there's races of everybody. There's thousands of people. It's just another one that's got the same, but it's got the same makeup as him, but it's not the exact Yoda clone. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. And, oh wow. Okay. Oh Jesus. Oh. Please join us on the UFP Facebook page, where we'll be holding polls for upcoming discussions to be hosted here on the podcast. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Just please join us on UFP Facebook page. Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Oh, my God. That just redlined in Audacity, I'm sure. Please join us on the UFP Facebook page, where you can contact myself and Magic, and we talk about the episodes or talk about anything we talk about on the show. Magic, you can find me on Twitter, where my handle is at TrekFanLV. The TFLNV are capital. You can find me in the Disney Aficionados page. You can find me on the UFP Facebook page, where I will talk to you about almost anything, but I will not leave you in suspense with any of my answers. So, Magic, where can people find you? Hold on, let me do this again. I have it in my notes. So, Magic, where can people find you when you're not in a desolate part of town, in some cafe, looking around, knowing that people are out there to kill you, and you're ordering yourself some bone broth and spatchka? Listeners, that means suspense. At this time, we would like to thank our executive producers who make this all possible, though I'm debating whether or not to say these names twice on the next podcast, because I'll leave you in suspense of who they are. And that's the last time we will mention the secret password, suspense. So these that's it. I see we got to we'll make it up as we go along, folks. Don't worry about it. It's only episode 4. We'll make it up as we go along for this here. They are Brandon-Shea, Ken Tripp, Zach Moore, and Tony Robinson? It's Tony Robinson, right? Okay. At this time, we'd like to thank our executive producers who make this all possible. They are Brandon-Shea, Ken Tripp, Zach Moore, and Tony Robinson. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you suspense like we're doing right now.